Okay, hello, I'm Ria, and this will be my guide. Oh my, did I just. Okay. This will be my guide on movement tech in Portal. Various movement tech in Portal that I feel like haven't really been talked about too much. So, um, yeah, I don't really have much to say. Let's just get right to it. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna show you guys how to do is toggle duck ABHing. So hopefully you already know what toggle duck is, but basically it's a bind over here. I have it bound to R, and basically force you to crouch, and if you jump, you uncrouch. So this is very useful when moving into elevators and just general movement that involves jumping over things such as ABH over goo. So the problem that many people have is when they move into elevators, they end up getting alley stepped, they hit the elevator steps and it sucks, it ruins your runs and nobody likes it. So the way you solve this is to do toggle duck ABHing, which you perform by starting just a normal ABH like this, but after your first hop, you hit your toggle duck key and uncrouch after. So you can see that I started standing on the second hop, and the way you perform this fully is to crouch after your last hop so you fly into the elevator. Like so. So this is different from stand-up ABHing where you do it manually. You can see I didn't even hit toggle duck there. It's also different from standing ABHing where you just don't crouch at all. That's something I had to learn as well, so it's a bit confusing. But all you need to know is that the main method is to do toggle duck ABHing like this. So the inputs, the movement is generally the same. The air strafing is exactly the same. You just need to get used to uncrouching after hitting toggle duck and crouching before you hit the elevator steps. It also works with AFHing, and you can use it with ASHing, but I wouldn't personally. There's no use to it. But yeah, that's just toggle duck AOPing. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna go over is QCE, which stands for Quick Crouch Entry. So the basic idea of it is that you have a portal. It's usually a wall portal, like this one in O2, and you have your other portal you're gonna shoot. So you look straight down, crouch, shoot your floor portal, and uncrouch, like that. You can see my inputs. Again, like this. And what that does is basically it just instantaneously pops you through the portal, and it like makes sure that you don't like end up going an extra distance. It's also used in pre-fizzle like this. There's a guide for that on the dock, and many other places such as advanced out of bounds, and as well as the Chamber 17 V snapback. So that's just a very quick way of moving instantaneously from one point to another using portals. Alright, now on to portal standing. This will be very quick. I just wanted to put this for a small portion of the video. But basically, here in Chamber 10, this is a good example. When you shoot a portal while standing in one, you get pushed out, so the game will prevent you from like skipping some parts because this game is impossible to skip. But you know, the basic idea is to counteract that force, you just hold the opposite direction key from the force that's being applied to you. So if I were to shoot here, I get pushed forwards, so I just hold S to negate that force like this, and I get popped right through the portal. It's very, very easy to perform. I just wanted to add it here very quickly for it to be like documented, I guess. But it's also used in Chamber 15 glitchless and no SLA and other parts of the game. Okay, so now we're gonna do floor standing. It's very straightforward. So the first thing you want to do, or the basic idea of it, is you have a wall portal and you shoot a floor portal and fall into it such that you stand in said wall portal. So there are two ways of doing this. The first way would be to shoot your ground portal while standing, hold crouch, and then hold S, like that. So you don't want to practice such that you don't hold S for such a short time, or else you fly through. And if you hold S for a really long time, you go back out the floor portal. So just practice it in a way you have just the right amount of backwards momentum, so you just stand in the portal. The other way of doing it is to do a QCE. I already taught you how to do this. You QCE, recrouch, and tab S, like that. So that one's more heavy on the inputs. I prefer to do the first method, but in the end, it's just whatever you prefer. This isn't really seen too much in the game, but it is done in the newer Escapo route. So this is just something I wanted to include very quickly. It's an example of QCE, portal standing, and floor standing being used in Under Elevator 3 for out of bounds. Alright, so this is something else I wanted to add in just for fun. It's not used too much in Portal, but basically it's called prop climbing. So what you want to do is grab basically any prop, anything you can stand on. For this example, I'll use a cube. And what you can do is jump on the prop and spam jump and E at the same time while holding forwards like this. And you can see you can basically scale any wall. You can skip this entire chamber with prop climbing. But you know, it's slower than portal bumping, but this is something I want to include. One thing you need to make sure whilst doing this is don't look straight down. I guess it will work, but it's more consistent when you look at a sort of angle, like slightly above where the object meets the wall, like this. So this is seen a lot more in Half-Life 2 speedrunning, but it's also seen here in Chamber 17, as well as the new O4 elevator skip for inbounds. Alright, so that's the end of my tutorial for various movement tech in this game. So hopefully you've been able to learn from this. I just wanted to make sure that some strats that probably haven't been spoken about too much are able to be properly documented. So yeah, if you need any help, you can always ask in the help channel for the Discord. And yeah, have fun speedrunning. Goodbye.